Hello, everyone. Peace, liberty, and justice are the keys to establish an ideal and happy state. Today's democracy is just an extension of the monarchical system of rule, where king's word was divine and whatever he said was the law. Good morning, everyone. My name is Deepmala Pathak, and I am an English teacher in Sandipani Multi Malhar Ashram School, Indore. Today, we will be presenting to you a play named The Tale of Melon City, the theme of which I have just recited. I hope you all will enjoy the play. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Once upon a time, there lived a just and placid king called Idrisha. Just as he was, his state was supposed to be highly as ideal as one would even want to settle in his kingdom. But were his subjects wise? Did they select the right successor? Let's sit back and watch mindfully.
The righteous and the gentle king Idrisha is arriving in the court. All attention! The epitome of justice and placidity. Hail to thee, the king. Hail to thee, hail to thee, hail to thee. Be seated and pay proper attention to your king, as I know to be popular for my just and placid demeanor. I feel it's my moral responsibility to look the all welfare of my subjects and interact with them daily. Hail to thee! Hail to thee! Listen to your king. This kingdom owes a lot to you, my lord. Here speaks my majesty. I proclaim that arch to be made for extending to the main thoroughfare.
But king, why do you want the task to be me?
Oh, my Mr. Minister, I can view my subject clearly from and there give spiritual lessons. Attendant. Yes, sir. This order must be followed immediately without fail. Yes, you say, sir.
After a span of 6 months, a beautiful and splendid arch is made with the help of architect and his talented team.
What a marvelous creation. Now it's easy for our king to moving around and look over people's grievances.
King, the builder must be rewarded.
Of course, they would be.
Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the king! Attendant,
Yes, minister.
we would like to celebrate its completion.
Your wish is my command.
اي والله ها في الدرع شاي دوس عندي خوش فصلة يا اخي تفوز والله خوش رقصة يا اخي دوس عندي خوش فصلة يا اخي تفوز والله خوش رقصة عندي لك رقصة قوية يا الحبيب.
Now I shall address my subject from this marvelous arch. Damn it!
Oh God, the king is hurt. The curse fall on the sight of the maker. Get him medical aid.
No, I do not any medical aid. I just imitate hanging of the person who made this arch. Where the hand and throws damn workman. Bring them before me.
The guards have already sent to call those workmen.
I culprit to be hanged.
Surely hanging will follow the just inquiry.
Here are the workmen, my lord.
Your Majesty,
So, are you pro-sisters who made that arch?
we are innocent. We have not done anything. Innocent? How? My lord, we did. It was directed by a chief builder.
Oh, then bring the chief builder to me.
Your Majesty,
Oh, what do you have? Say for yourself.
My lord, it's not at my fault. The mason is to be blamed who did not take care of the size of the bricks.
Oh, where's the mason? I want hanging. Yes, sir. Here is the mason, my lord. Oh, speak in your defense.
Your Majesty, I'm not dead. I'm this poor fellow who followed the architect. Architect need to be blamed.
Oh. Where's the architect? Summon him to my court. Here is the architect, my lord. Say for yourself, say something.
My lord, you have forgotten that God also do that with angels. You made me the blaming. So it is not my fault, my lord.
Damn it! Neither the workers nor the builder, neither the mason nor the architects. Oh, this is all beyond my understanding. I need the advice of counselors.
Yes, my lord.
What do you suggest on this matter?
I think the ark should be hanged as it bend your head. How can we hang the royal ark? Which does the royal? Isn't it the state of the royal crown?
Bring someone to me who can give the right advice.
My lord, there is a wise man who can give the right advice.
Attendant, bring the wise man respectfully him to my court.
Yes, Majesty.
Oh, here is the wise man. Wise man, the king is calling you.
Okay, I will come. See, according to the royal decree, somebody must be hanged. People are growing restless as they want some hanging. Prepare a noose and whoever fits into that noose will get hanged to prove the king is just and place it.
Well said, wise man. Attendant, go and get the news. As you say, sir. Wise man, please be a part of our court. Bless you, king. Bless you.
As you say, sir.
The king is calling you. Yes, I come. Here is the hangman, my lord. Your Majesty. Proceed. Yes, my lord.
Please let me go, brother. Pardon me.
Too short.
Thank God. Okay, please have mercy. I am innocent. Please let me go. I don't want to die.
Lucky fellow.
Thank God. Have mercy. Please leave me.
Just say.
Thank God.
The people want a hanging. The hanging must be done. We want help. We want help.
Each person in the kingdom was tried, but nobody fitted the news. And then came the turn of the king himself.
I can do anything for my subject. Now I shall try the news, as I am only one left.
No, king, you can't do this.
No, I have to do this. This is my duty. Lord, it is fit the majesty. Yes. Farewell, my minister. Farewell, my courtiers. Farewell, this kingdom. Now, the problem is who will be our next king.
Listen to me, listen to me. According to the royal custom, the first person who passes by the city gate will appoint the king.
Sir, this fool passed through the city gate just now.
Leave him here. The throne is deprived of a king. Who shall be our next king?
Balance.
The city needs someone to rule over them. Who shall be our next ruler?
Melon how?
Why Melon should be our next hire?
Because I love melon.
Oh, this is the royal custom. I have to crown Melon as our new king. Attendant,
Yes, sir.
go and get a melon.
Here is the melon, my sir.
Now I shall crown this melon as our new king.
So you can see that the tale of Melon City highlights the absurdity of blind obedience to tradition and authority. It satirizes how laws and customs are followed mechanically, even when they make no sense, and exposes the emptiness of governance based only on ritual rather than reason, justice, or competence. The poem also conveys that a society which values tradition over wisdom becomes foolish and stagnant. True leadership should be based on intelligence, responsibility, and moral judgment, not on chance or outdated rules. Through irony and humor, the poet warns that unquestioning acceptance of authority can lead to ridiculous and even dangerous outcomes. Thank you so much.